Alright lads, so last month I closed a $65,000 deal for a B2B client and I did that with cold email. What's more, the entire campaign only cost around $500, so that's not a bad ROI at all. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact 5-pillar framework I used to write that email, walking you through the exact process on how to create outbound messages that books you sales calls, fills your pipeline, and grows your business. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Firstly, so this is the 5-pillar framework that you must follow when writing cold emails. This is something that I tend to follow whenever I am writing a cold email. And yeah, firstly, you don't need to incorporate every single one of these. You ideally want to have at least 3 out of 5, but there's not really going to be a time, or it's not going to be frequent, where you're going to have every single one of these elements in here. The most important thing is to have a compelling offer. This is hands down the most important thing to get right, and I'll walk you through exactly why that is in just a second. But high level overview, you want a compelling offer, you want a clear mechanism, which is how you deliver the promise. You got to show personalization in the form of relevance. Ideally, you want to have social proof. This can be a great mover for you if you have this in your cold email. Not the end of the world if you don't. And yeah, this is also hugely important as well, which is the word count. So, pillar 1. You need to have a compelling offer. This is the most fundamental, important thing that you must have in your cold email. So what is a good offer? So when your email lands in their inbox, you need to tell them immediately the value that you can offer them. Especially in the modern day climate, people do not have a lot of time to read their emails. They skim it. So you need to get straight to the point. What can you do for the recipient? So the best way you can do that is to construct a powerful and compelling offer. A lot of marketing leaders like Alex Hormozy have created comprehensive content on how to construct a compelling offer, but it can be more or less distilled into 4 components. You need to have a quantifiable outcome. Well, I wouldn't say you need to have, but it certainly helps. Your offer will be significantly better if you can have some sort of outcome that is a quantifiable figure. So something like, we can book you 25 sales calls a month, and we can help you save $500,000 a year through a HubSpot implementation. Immediately, the recipient can visualize what outcome to expect, and that's something a lot better than being a bit fuzzy and vague with something else. Like, we can help you grow your business. That would be terrible. Sticking on time duration would also be significant. If you can add a time frame, that adds a lot more credibility to the value. To the offer. So we can help you generate $200,000 in 60 days. That would be fantastic. Guarantees are almost mandatory if you're sending it to cold traffic. So if you're sending cold emails to people who have never heard your business before and you don't have a lot of credibility or case studies in the bank, you want to hit them with an offer. We can help you raise $200,000 in 60 days, or you don't pay. Another important component of a compelling offer is to advertise new money. So when I mean new money, I'm referring to creating a new opportunity, a new system, a new offer. That's something that their business has not tried before. If you said something like, we can re-optimize all of your existing blog content for SEO, that doesn't have anywhere near as strong appeal as, we will create 10 new SEO optimized blogs using AI. And this is because if you try and re-optimize something that is already existing, that's something that has never really worked before, the recipient often feels that you're scalping money off what's already there. Whereas if you have new money, a new system, something that they have not tried before, it's a new opportunity of potential. And this adds a lot more of a sparkle to the offer. So that's something to keep and bear in mind. So here are some examples of bad offers and good offers. So for B2B lead generation, we help B2B companies grow through digital marketing. That's terrible. Whereas a strong one would be, we book 15 to 25 qualified demos per month for B2B SaaS companies in 90 days, or you don't pay. We run paid ads for service businesses to help them get more clients. We'll build a custom paid ad system that books 5 projects worth of 5 to 50K in 90 days, or you don't pay. So we have a quantifiable figure. We have the time span of the guaranteed results. Here is the guarantee. And a custom paid ad system. This is new money. This is something that is new to the business. You're building something completely new on top of what they already have. Pillar 2, you need to have a mechanism. This is really straightforward. Just describe how you're going to achieve the results. If you can say, for example, we can help you generate 200K in 90 days through cold email, that's a lot better than not saying through cold email, because if you don't explain how you can do it, it might raise some sort of skepticism, and it also allows them to clearly envision what is involved in the endeavor to help them generate more revenue. So this is very simple. Just try and mention how you're going to fulfill on your promise. Pillar 3, you need to make the email relevant, not personalized. Okay, so here's something that's really important about personalization is that your cold emails must be personalized in a way that can benefit the prospect. Saying something like, hey John, so we went to the same university together is not going to move the needle when it comes to conversions or booking calls. Instead, you want to personalize it in a way that can be beneficial to the recipient. So here's an example. If I can just move the mouse. Hey John, saw you were hiring SDRs on LinkedIn. We can cut your hiring costs and book qualified meetings on a pay performance basis with cold email. This is personalized and relevant because obviously if a business, if they're hiring SDRs, they're looking for leads. That's the most important thing that they're interested in. And when you come in and you step in with your offer and you make it relevant to their needs, then immediately you're going to get a much higher positive response rate and you're going to book more calls. So this would be a hugely effective relevant opener in a cold email campaign because number one, we've made it relevant, and yeah, we basically pitched them our offer saying that we can book them qualified calls on our pay performance. So make sure that the emails are relevant and not just personalized. Now, this isn't a deal breaker, but it will definitely move the needle and make your cold emails a lot more powerful. You want to have social proof in there. You can do that just by name dropping a client that you have worked with. Best case scenario, if you could drop in a line talking about the results you've generated for a client that's either in their industry or it's a huge brand name that has a lot of prestige. And just by sheer association with the prestigious brand, it will elevate your standing in your cold emails. But yeah, the big haymaker here would be if you could highlight a specific result with a quantifiable outcome that you had managed to achieve for one of your clients. So you could say something like, hey John, we just helped client generate 25 book demo bookings in 6 days by building a call funnel. And lastly is the word count. This is hugely significant because people have really short attention spans. You don't want to send, ideally, your emails, the sweet spot would be around 75 words. If you can get it down less than that, then well done, that's fine. If you have to, you can stretch it out to 100. Anything more than that, and you're going to lose interest. And people just don't have the time to skim through the email. If it's more than 100 words, you want to make it so effortless for the person to skim through the email, so that even if they are very lazy at doing so, they can understand the core of your message. This is hugely important. And yeah, just as a recap, the 5 pillars of a strong cold email is you need to have a compelling offer. You need to have a mechanism. So just basically explain or highlight how you're going to deliver the offer. Make sure that it's relevant, not just personalized. So you align your offer to their needs. That's the best way to make it personalized. Ideally, you'd like to have some sort of social proof. Name drop a prestigious client. And if you can, highlight specific outcomes that you have generated or specific results that you've generated for your current clients that would appeal to the recipient. And yeah, this is almost like a non-negotiable. Just try not go over more than 100 words. And if you can, make it around 75. That would be even better. So yeah, let me go through some examples of what a strong cold email would look like using these principles. Here are a couple of cold emails that I've written in based on the principles that I've showed you. So yeah, let's go through them. So the first one, this is to be sent to a commercial landscaping business. So Brett, we can help you land 20 book calls with property managers in 60 days through email. If we don't hit this target, you don't pay. You only pay per booked call. We recently helped client A secure 75k worth of projects in new contracts. Would you be open to finding out more? So over here we have the offer. We have it. It's a strong offer because it's quantifiable. It's a quantifiable figure, and they know exactly what to expect within a given time frame. There's also a special guarantee here, which is crucial, and we've also name dropped the client and highlighted what results we had generated for them here. How long is the email? We've made it about 59 words. So yeah, this would be a really good cold email. Another thing that I haven't really mentioned previously on this video is that I'm kind of talking in the target market's lingo here. If you notice, I'm not really kind of using puffy marketing language here. I've not even said cold email because I don't even think that a commercial landscaper would necessarily know what cold email means, but they know what email is. And I've also said, I've just been really simple with the language. There isn't any kind of puffy, pretentious marketing language that you kind of see floating through the internet. So that's another thing to keep in mind, is to make sure that you speak the target market's lingo. I even said that here, you pay per booked call. They use calls more than meetings. So this one is for, let's have a look, B2B SaaS. So I said, hi John, if we could book you 25 demos in 6 weeks on a pay-per-call basis, would that be something you'd be interested in? So over here we have the offer. It's a strong offer because it's specific. You know exactly what results to expect in the specific time frame. We have also name dropped a client A. We've made it somewhat relevant, personalized by saying client A was also Series A when we started. So it's acknowledging this, a little bit of personalization there, acknowledging the fact that they are Series A and the fact that we've also helped another Series A client in the B2B SaaS sphere, which show that we have an understanding about to have it navigate the marketing challenges for businesses in this category. We built them a call funnel that generated $110,000 in pipeline, and they closed their Series B 4 months later. Okay, so we highlighted the exact achievement and result that we got from them. And we didn't say it was the direct cause of, because of our work, we helped them generate 110K and they were able to close their Series B4, but we're kind of insinuating that was a contributing factor. One thing to improve this email that you could do is maybe add the guarantee, make it a bit more clear cut. You could say, if we don't hit 25 demos in 6 weeks, you don't pay. But this would still be a really strong email. Yeah, this would rip. In fact, how many words is this? 70. So yeah, we're in the sweet spot. So yeah, here are a couple of ideas about how to create a powerful cold email to book your calendar full of sales calls. Just follow those 5 principles. If you can, try and nail at least 3 out of 5 of those elements in your cold email and you'll be good to go. So if you have any questions, just put them in the comments. If you want to reach out and get more information about how I can help you with your cold email services, then just simply reach out to info@stackedmarketing.co.uk or just fire me a message. See you in the next video.